What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. My name is Grady. I listen to country music on this channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like. I try and keep this channel a good balance of pop country and, more indie stuff that a lot of people really like. And today we're leaning way further on the pop country side of things. It's a crazy day in country music world because we got new releases from a bunch of people. June 1st, we got a reissue of Luke Combs' debut album, and some of those songs are charting super high on iTunes. We've got Tammy Nielsen, who's an amazing country singer out of New Zealand. We have American Aquarium, who's like a country rock band out of North Carolina. Incredible. And we got a Michael Ray album. Thompson Square has a new album. So a lot of stuff that I'm going to need to check out, and it's going to take me a while to do so. But before that, a band that I've not always been super kind to, Florida Georgia Line, they have two new singles out. One is called Simple, one is called Colorado. Simple, I think, is the official single, and that's what I'm going to focus on in this video. And from all of the sort of branding on Instagram and whatnot, this has had kind of this sort of washed out Civil War era looking photo, kind of that grainy quality to it, and people looking like they're sort of in this like farm attire and suspenders, almost like Mumford & Sons Lumineers. So I'm not sure what to expect, if they're going in the same direction as kind of Dierks Bentley's The Mountain or what, but to prep for it, I put on my Brooklyn shirt so I could feel a little bit hipster, and then I have my St. Patrick's Day suspenders. I probably look more like a leprechaun than a hipster right now, but that's okay. Red beard, green attire. So I'm going to check out Simple and Colorado from Florida Georgia Line. We're going to start with Simple, and they're interesting. Florida Georgia Line has made a lot of dumb lyrics, but my big issue with them has always been sort of one-noteness, and how they're just making the same thing over and over again, than just the simple fact that they make party songs. Like Cruise is an amazing jam. It's just that they made 50 things that were just like Cruise right after. So occasionally they show off like a sound and a lyrical quality that I really like. I thought Dirt was a really good song, and that was a lead single off their album Anything Goes, so maybe this will be another great lead single. Let's see. We're going to check out Simple. Kind of like a railroad whistle vibe. Pretty easy thus far. I think like the name Simple, I think we're going into a thing of he's going to be describing like simple things like 5 and 5 is 10. It's not rocket science, as he says. I was not expecting this hoedown vibe. All we need is us. That's kind of a cool reflection. Yes, can be. I was not expecting this sort of like, oh brother, where art thou? Lumineers sound meets Florida Georgia Line. I'm not disliking the sound. It's interesting. It's different. It's kind of almost like more poppy than it is bluegrass, but you've got all that instrumentation there. I don't know. I'm like primed to dislike Florida Georgia Line, but this is sort of, maybe it's simple. Maybe I'm just enjoying it, so don't overthink it. But I like that that second verse about how he used to live on Instagram, and they kind of realized, oh, we all we need is us. I mean, it's not dissimilar to what a lot of artists are starting to express in their music, and the fact that it's popular says that maybe that's something people are really feeling, of like, whoa, we jumped in too deep on this whole like being obsessed with the internet thing, and we need to kind of take it back to us. Because that's all kind of the theme of, even look at a song like Delicate that's really popular right now by Taylor Swift. That's the whole idea, like my reputation's never been worse, so maybe this guy likes me for me. Simple like a six string. I don't want to like the spelling, but I don't hate the spelling. It is funny, we're in like this, like anachronistic sort of like 1940s looking Notebook video. This is gonna be so fun live. I want to say S-I-M-P-L-E. Interesting. It's not that simple to talk about this song. Wow. So, the song itself, you know, it's not a very complex lyric. The lyric is very simple. It's basically, you know, big Instagram life, city life. That's not our style. You know, we just have each other and we just like to be with each other. And it's simple. It's a pretty romantic lyric in a way. I don't need anyone but you is essentially what it's saying. I don't know why I like that song so much. Guys, here's like the mind of a critic. You're seeing it turn where I know that there's a lot of social cachet in saying, I hate Florida Georgia Line. It's easy to hate Florida Georgia Line and get like a pat on the back from people on Twitter. And that's not because they're not critical thinkers. It's because there's been a lot of reason over the years to dislike Florida Georgia Line. And they sort of became emblematic of a lot of issues in the country music world, whether that was bro country or women being shut out. And I think that I get why that kind of occurred. But when you like something and you think something's kind of good, you also have to say it. Even if it's like cooler to dislike Florida Georgia Line, even if they're a lot poppier than they are country, this just is good. This song, I really enjoy a driving drum. I really enjoy plucking. I know everyone says, oh, they're just doing that for that to be there, but to me it adds a lot of energy and it adds a lot of life, and I can't stand when people are mad about like fun dynamics. I think like a lot of the Mumford & Sons movement people kind of made fun of when they're like, oh, it just gets loud, quiet, and they like cut out the music and say like 1, 2, 3, like that part that they did in that song. But that stuff is really effective live. It's really fun to listen to. And so I ain't mad at Florida Georgia Line for doing it. Now, let me just like collect myself. I'm going to cut the video here so I can like think about how I want to frame this. Okay, so Simple by Florida Georgia Line. I've collected my thoughts a little bit now. This song is pretty good to me. I'm happy that this is their single. It's got a lot of rootsy instrumentation, but it's packaged in a really pop way, in a way that's actually really appealing. I enjoy the drum. I enjoy the stringed instruments. And I really actually enjoy the lyric quite a bit. Now, a criticism of country that a lot of people have had is this checklist country. This idea that like the chorus is just listing off things and instead of actually telling a story. And what I enjoy about the writing in this song is it's sort of flipped. The verses are kind of the checklist. The way your fingers fit in mine, it's 5 + 5, not rocket science. This day and time, that's hard to find. It's true, the road we're on ain't a traffic jam. It's a Sunday drive on a piece of land. It's paradise as long as I'm with you. So this kind of list of metaphors, and then he explains that in the chorus where it says, it's 1, 2, 3, it's as easy as can be, just the way you look at me, you make me smile. That's kind of his thesis. And I don't need to complicate it. We both know that's overrated. We've been there, and it's safe to say it ain't our style. It's just that simple. And he says S-I-M-P-L-E, which is more fun than I wanted to admit. I kind of enjoy that as a structure. I enjoyed the instrumental break. I thought the video was kind of a cool look. It's reminding me of both Justin Timberlake's Man of the Woods and Dierks Bentley's The Mountain that's coming out next week. Kind of this man goes west imagery, and especially with the other song being called Colorado. But I like that song. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe even a 7.5 out of 10. Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. I like the song, so I'm going to like the song. It's just that simple. And so with that, I am going to check out the next Florida Georgia Line song, which is called Colorado. Are you guys like going to be mad at me for liking this? Something's happening to me. I'm like starting to, the longer I do this channel, the less I'm hating pop country. It's chipping away at my cynicism, which is a beautiful thing. Cynicism is not good. I'm going to spend less time on Colorado because I don't want this video to be crazy long. But let's just give this song a listen as well. Awesome sound off the bat. Oh no, it's such a good lyric. Since you hung me out to dry, I've been drunk up in the Smokies on a Rocky Mountain high. They're not dumb. They're not dumb businessmen. Or dumb writers. They're not the best interviews. I interviewed them once and that wasn't great, but So he's got friends in Colorado and friends in Tennessee, so he basically can get pot and whiskey. I'm surprised they're not saving this as a single. Guys, if you're going to do a party song, make it a cool, unique party song. I think when people get high all the time, they're pretty annoying, but I'm fine with a clever pot reference, which this is. Maybe this can't be a single because of the pot references, I don't know, but this is a jam. I like 2 Florida Georgia Line songs. It's happened. That's the most clarity I've ever heard in a harmony on Florida Georgia Line. I liked everything but the last line. Jack's still on the hill because Jill ran away, but Jill's got nothing on Jack and Jane. I mean, I guess the idea here is to end with like Jack Daniels and Mary Jane, so whiskey and pot, but it's like, I don't think Jack and Jill was really this love story where Jill ran away from him. I don't know. It's like too many mixed metaphors at once. It's like taking a nursery rhyme, turning it into a romance. She leaves him, but Jack is better with Jane, but actually Jack in this case is alcohol and Jane is pot. It's okay. It's just an outro. I feel like maybe they were in a writing session and really wedded to that line and didn't want to get rid of it. Guys, I would give that song like you know, it doesn't move me that much, but it was really fun. So I'm going to give that one a 6.5 out of 10. So 2 really good scores from me to Florida Georgia Line. Let me know what you guys think of these songs. I'm enjoying hipster Colorado Florida Georgia Line. I'm excited to see what else is on this album. It's a really rich sound. I don't know who produced it. I bet I have a press release for this. Let me just look it up really quick. Guys, even though I haven't written for a long time, I get a lot of press releases. Romantic roots-infused anthem leads highly anticipated 4th album. I love press release quotes. Simple is as simple as it gets. 4 chords and a lot of heart. Thank you, Brian Kelly. Oh, no, it was produced by Joey Moy. Joey Moy of Nickelback fame and now of Florida Georgia Line fame and Mason Ramsey. All right, guys, that's it for me. Don't get mad that I liked Florida Georgia Line. Let me know what you thought of the song, and I got to take the suspenders off because they're driving me crazy. Bye.